would have come from our students, because this is a challenge that we all face, but it seems so much more ripe and apparent when we're young. How do we have confidence in ourselves? Well, the real question is, why do we not have confidence in ourselves? There's no other species I've seen or heard of that is unsure of its own ability to be what it is. You never see, for example, a bird standing on a branch going, maybe, and, starting with the wings and then saying, no, and then they start with the wings and then no. After the very first time that as a baby bird, their mom kicks them out of the nest and halfway down they realize they can fly. After that, they know they can fly. And there's never a time, and it's not like, well, mom kicked me out of a nest that was only 3 feet off the ground, and now I'm on a branch that's 30 feet off the ground, so I'm worried. Once they know they can fly, whether it's 3 feet off the ground, whether it's 30 feet off the ground, whether it's 300 feet off the ground, they know that there's no issue, no question. No other animal in any way gets nervous. Have you ever seen or heard of a lion just about to jump on its prey, and then it gets nervous and doesn't jump, or it's about to jump but it's too nervous? And never. Because the bird understands I'm a bird and birds fly. The lion understands I'm a lion and lions are the king of the jungle. Nothing to be afraid of. Only humans have this lack of confidence. And the reason is so much of what we were speaking about yesterday with your group is this fear, an insecurity in who we really are. We have an inner sense of who we are, and then of course there's the outer culture saying, you should be this, you should be that. And so what we're trying to do is to mold ourselves to something that isn't us. If you told a dog, you have to fly off the building, he'd be nervous. There's no way you could get that dog to jump. Give it as many pep talks as you want, it's not going to jump. Give any animal without wings a pep talk, it's still not going to fly. It understands, I don't have wings. For us, we don't understand, and this is the sad thing about our culture. We don't understand who we are, and so we don't have confidence in ourselves. The key to having it, of course, is to know who we are. And who we are is not necessarily the CEO of a company. Who we are is not necessarily the president of an institution or Miss America or a singer whose songs are in the top 10 on the radio. Who we are is love. Who we are is consciousness. Who we are is that divine self that we speak about all the time, one with the creation. And so the lack of confidence comes in what we can do. I've got a math test, I'm not good at math, I'm nervous. Well, if you're doing something that isn't who you are, whether it's math, whether it's medicine, whether it's engineering, whether it's trying to fly off a building, You're going to be nervous. But the minute we know who we are, then we have confidence in our ability to live. Not necessarily knowing I'm going to get 100 on a math test. Not necessarily knowing I'm going to be chosen to be president or CEO or Miss America. But that doesn't lead me to a state of nervousness. It doesn't take away my self-confidence, because I know that regardless of how I do on this math test, regardless of whether I'm the president and the CEO, or the mail clerk, or the window washer, regardless of whether I'm Miss America or not Miss America, it doesn't matter. I don't deserve to occupy my place on earth any less. I'm not any less worthy and valid and perfect and beautiful of a being. But we've trained ourselves to think that we are. And that's where this lack of confidence comes. So I know the question came to you in a yoga class. Well, we walk into a yoga class. If I can't stand on my head, I'm not confident in myself. If I can't already do the poses, I don't have confidence. If I'm not already perfect, I don't have confidence. And whether it's a yoga class, whether it's a college class, a high school class, or the classroom of life, our confidence needs to come from knowing that we've been created by perfection. We've been created by infinity. We've been created by that divine who doesn't make mistakes. None of us is half-baked or sort of half done and half undone. God didn't somehow forget to put the salt in some of us or the sugar in some of us. And that's how it feels sometimes. It's like, oh my God, everybody else has this and I don't, or they have that and I don't. But to understand that there's a perfection in the universe of which we are a part. And when we are a part of that perfection, then the confidence comes not in what we do, not in how good we are in math or yoga, or singing or skiing, but the confidence comes simply in who we are as a being and our ability to experience love, to share love, to touch others, our ability to connect with that consciousness that we are. And that's what we're here for. So that becomes the point. And in that, we're all equally skilled, equally talented, equally prepared. We just have to tune inward. And it's all there.